What up, world? We're 18 back at it again. Welcome to episode 126. Thank you to those watching me for the first time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Go back and watch my other videos. Maybe you'll find something you like, see my progress. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you to those who've been with me since the beginning and who's come along the way. Appreciate you guys for sticking around, watching my videos, helping me to get better videos and all that good stuff. So thank you guys for sticking around. Like I said, this is episode 126. Today's topic is going to be my top 10 funniest cartoon side carriers. Characters, I'm sorry. So a lot of cartoons have like these side characters that come in every now and then and they give a funny joke and they go away. And this is like my list of my favorite like side characters in some of my favorite cartoons. So here we go. At number 10 is going to be Barney Rubble.
I'm gonna get something that makes me look tall. How about another head? Another one? What do I need three of them for?
Oldie but goodie. I think the Flintstones came out in like 1959. I watched it a lot growing up. He made his first. Barney Rubble made his first appearance on an episode titled "The Flagstones," which appeared in 1959. He's one of my favorite characters because he was like one of the original side characters. He was super funny. He complimented Fred Flintstone perfectly because he was a little short, fat dude, but he was funny and he wasn't all blusterous and loud like Fred. I just liked the way he came in. He gave his little joke. He went away and came back. And he was always a loyal friend. I just enjoyed his that character and his whole aspect. He was just a super funny dude to me, and he was funny when he interacted with his wife and eventually Bam Bam the baby or whatever. So Barney Rubble was definitely one of my favorite side characters. They later had Gazoo, which destroyed the Flintstone the Flintstone cartoon, but overall, Barney Rubble definitely my top 10 of side characters. Um, my next one is number 9 is going to be Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons.
No, Ralph, this means you're failing English.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
He first appeared in 1989 episode uh called Simpsons Roasted on Open Fire. He's Chief Wiggum's son. Um, Ralph is super funny to me. First of all, he's a little kid on the show, and the stuff he says is like stuff kids would say. He's just super funny. He's super dumb, and he doesn't really know that he's dumb because he's a little kid. And you can tell that he's Chief Wiggum's son because Wiggum is an idiot. And I can picture him if they ever grew him up being like a chief of police and being as dumb as his dad because the stuff he says is hilarious, and he is so funny. He comes in. He's not in every episode, I don't think, but in the episode he's come in, he just kills it in this short time that he has in there. He just says the dumbest and funniest shit. So definitely Ralph Wiggum. There's so many side characters in The Simpsons too. Sideshow Bob, Krusty the Clown, Itchy and Scratchy. Like there's so many of the B dude, the Spanish B dude, but he's the funniest by far to me. I truly enjoy it when he comes on the show, when he makes his appearances or whatever, when they're at the school or when they just see him around the neighborhood. So Ralph Wiggum, number 9, definitely one of my top funniest side characters. Number 8 is gonna be Squidward Q JQ Tentacles from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Think that we should go that way?
Yep.
Well, then I'm going this way.
He first appeared in the pilot episode Help Wanted, which aired on Nickelodeon May 1st in 1999. Squidward is hilarious. He's like super sarcastic. His humor is very dry, but he's so funny and he's mean, but he's not that mean. Like he's definitely one of my. I'm not a big SpongeBob fan, but I love the cartoon. It's a funny cartoon. But watching it, I just can't wait to see what he has to say in every episode because he's so funny. Um, Patrick Star is funny too, but I don't think he's as funny as Squidward because Patrick is a dumb funny. Squidward Squidward is actually a smart funny character or whatever. The stuff he says is like sometimes over the top adult humor or two, which I definitely love for a kids cartoon. Squidward is definitely one of my top 10 funniest side characters. He's hilarious. I don't know if they gave him a show by itself that it would last because there's only so much you can take of him or whatever. But in small doses, like they do in the episodes, is perfect for him. And he's my number 8. My number 7 is gonna be Beast Boy from Teen Titans Go.
What do you expect? It's Lazy Sunday.
It's Tuesday!
Do I look like a calendar fool?
Beast Boy first appeared on episode titled Brain Food, which aired March 5th, 2014. He is super funny. He is dumb funny. I watch the show mainly because of him, because of stuff he says and the stuff he does. His interaction with Cyborg is pretty. Cyborg is pretty funny too, but I think by far he's the funniest character on the show. I don't know if he's a side character because he's like a main character, but they don't focus a lot of the episodes around him. He has his episodes where he focuses around him, but most of the episodes around Robin and the other characters. But as a comic relief type guy in a comic type cartoon, he's perfect. He's really funny. I like the way he changes characters, and his personality is super funny. Everything about him is funny. It makes me want to watch the show because you never know what he's gonna say. Also, and like I said, Cyborg is and the girl I can't remember the girl's name, the pink girl. She's pretty funny too. But I think overall, the whole show, that he's the funniest character on the show in my opinion. My next one is gonna be Richard Waterson from The Amazing World of Gumball.
You take my leg. Let me at him! Let me at him! You're lucky they're here, or you'd end up in a mobility scooter for the rest of your life!
First appeared on the episode titled The Responsible in season 1. Richard Waterson, this show has a bunch of side characters. And Richard Waterson is the parent of Gumball or whatever. This motherfucker is hilarious. First of all, he doesn't work, and his wife makes that clear in a lot of episodes. And he's so dumb. It's so funny. Even when he's trying to be smart, it's funny. The character is just hilarious. The things that he gets into, when he tries to be smart, is funny. When he's being himself, he's funny. Like everything he does is funny, and he's their father, and they know he's dumb, but they love him too. He's just a great character. I can't believe somebody actually wrote the character like that. It's just a funny overall character. It's funny how he's a rabbit and the mom's a cat, but they had 2 kids. One is a cat and one is a rabbit. It's weird. I don't know how that shit works, but that show has so many side characters. It's hard to pick out. It's so many good side characters in it. Like I like the banana dude. I like the girl ghost, but he's by far my favorite character in the whole series or whatever. So Richard Waterson from The Amazing World of Gumball. My next one is going to be Roger Smith from American Dad.
How many times have you been playing with yourself a day?
3.
We're going to up that to 5. You can take this prescription to any room in the house with Kleenex and have it filled.
Roger is hilarious. There's no doubt. The different character switches, the way he interacts with the family and people, his jokes are hilarious, and a lot of adult humor in his jokes, which I like. Like I love, but it's a Stephen McFarlane show, so what do you expect? Rogers is one of the funniest things on TV, actually, in my opinion. He's hilarious. I love watching this show. It's one of my favorite shows, American Dad. But I mainly watch it just to see what he's going to get into, what characters he's going to turn into. That motherfucker turns into dudes and girls, gets married. It's fucking crazy. He has different lives in every episode. I love Roger. I know people have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It comes on TBS, TNT all the time, Fox, of course. Definitely catch American Dad. The next person is going to be Missy Foreman Greenwald from Big Mouth.
Sure as fuck! Yeah, I said the F word! Don't get to tell me how black I am! What?
First appeared in Big Mouth during season 1. This girl is hilarious. I love her obsession with Nathan Fillion.
Would you like me to pull aside the collar of my shirt so you can see my bare shoulder?
Yes, please.
Ah.
I love the way she talks. I love her whole aspect. She is a funny character. What's funny was I was looking this up. The original voice actress was Jenny Slate, and they recast her for Ayo Edebiri, Edebiri in season 4. The reason why she said she wanted to step down from voicing a black character, so they wanted to get an actual black character or a biracial character to voice the girl. I didn't even notice that they changed characters. So that was, I guess it's pretty good that you can pretty much emulate the voice from 3 seasons of the same character. Usually I can catch it, but I didn't even notice until I looked this stuff up that they had recast the character voice or whatever. Either way, the character is super funny. The shit that she says is hilarious.
That's right, you rank ass bitch. I'm keeping it 98 plus a 1 and a 2.
Now that's 100.
The episode when her cousins was over when she was smoking weed, that shit was funny as fuck. Definitely a great show. Definitely a great character. Super funny. And like I said, there's a lot of side characters in this show also, but she's definitely my favorite one. The next one is going to be Rollo Tubbs from the Cleveland Brown Show.
Talk to Black Siri?
I am Black Siri.
Really? You don't sound...
Oh, yeah? How am I supposed to sound?
First appeared on the Cleveland Show in the pilot episode, which aired September 20th, 2009. I remember one episode he was on Family Guy. Rollo was on Family Guy, and they called him Black Stewie. That shit was hilarious. Rollo was funny. It's like all other shows. There's a lot of side characters in this show, but he's the funniest by far in my opinion. I like the fat brother, who's pretty funny, and I like the bear too sometimes. But Rollo is like consistently funny. You could tell he tries to do adult jokes, but he's still a kid, so he doesn't really know what the jokes mean, which is funny in all in itself. He's a very caring character. He's very self-aware. I just love his character overall. I like the Cleveland Brown Show too. I wish they wouldn't have canceled it, but the Rollo character is definitely the top funniest character on that show besides Cleveland, in my opinion. Next one is an oldie but goodie that's been around since I was in high school. South Park, Butterscotch from South Park.
Hey, wait a minute. This ain't a trick, is it? You're not gonna stick something yicky in my mouth, are you?
Park. Butterscotch was introduced in South Park in episode 2 Guys Naked in a Hot Tub in season 3, episode 8. However, he did appear in the show since the first episode, but was mostly a background character who rarely spoke. Butters also had his own spotlight episode in season 5, which was titled Butters' Very Own Episode. Butters is funny as shit. There's a lot of side characters in South Park, as you all know, but Butters definitely one of the funniest episodes. I think he uplifted the show when they brought him on as a main character. I like his chaos character, his comic book chaos character. I like all the jokes he says. I like his naivety of, how do you say, naivety, naive. He's super naive. He's not bright, but and I like his whole parent son dynamic with his father and mother.
I'm getting a surprise.
Oh my God, my only son reduced to this!
Hey,
Everything he does is bad to them. He is so funny. He is hilariously funny. He's a little dim-witted, but he's still a very likable character, and he's smart sometimes. He says some stuff that'll be like, damn, Butters was right in this episode, whatever.
look, fellas, you have a right to be on Facebook, and I have a right to be on Facebook. And sometimes that's gonna cause a little chaos.
But Butters is definitely one of my favorite characters because he's just funny and uplifting to a show that has a lot of good side characters. Like I like Stan, I like the father. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. I love Cartman. He's hilarious. But Butters by far is like the bread and butter to the show in my opinion. And my number 1 is gonna be another Family Guy guy. Glenn Quagmire from Family Guy.
Hey there, sweetie. How old are you?
16.
18. You're first.
Mom!
I like where this is going. Giggity, giggity.
Appeared in Family Guy episode 1, season 1, Death Has a Shadow in 1999. Quagmire's hilarious. He is by far the funniest character on this show. Um, the jokes, the adult jokes, oh my god, makes my stomach hurt.
That's what it's all about, Glenn. Don't rape it back, rape it forward.
And to think that they can get away with a lot of those jokes is crazy. All the sex jokes, like he had an interaction with Meg, which was about rupees, which was hilarious. He was like, "Oh, I know what those are for. You don't have to explain that to me."
Seeing anyone special these days?
Hey, obviously, right?
Okay, well, listen, good luck with everything, and call me if you get arrested.
There was a joke that he said Meg was doing something, and he was like, remember you said Mr. Quackard racks my throat." He was like, no, not in this situation.
All right, Meg, remember what I taught you.
Relax my throat and make eye contact?
No, the fighting stuff.
It was just funny. He's just a funny character overall, and he doesn't look like his age. I remember one episode they tried to talk about his age, and he's older than he looks or whatever. But he's definitely a funny character in a show with a lot of funny characters. I think he's above all of them. Like I like the old dude, the pervert dude. He's super funny. And there's so many more characters that I like, but he's definitely my favorite of all of them. That's gonna do it for my top 10 list. Let me know what your top 10 funniest cartoon characters are. What do you think about my list? Do you agree with it? Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate you guys watching. You can go on anybody else's channel and you decide to watch mine. Give me 10 minutes of your day, so I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good one, and I'll get at y'all on the next one later.